Now, ARPA-H is the U.S. Advanced Research Projects Agency for Health. And again, I've talked about them in the past, but it's basically a combination of health spyware, a health spyware project that was created and implemented by both Trump's and Biden's administrations, while really being led by William Barr in connection with his DEEP program, which is basically a pre-crime program. Now, I've done a huge deep dive into ARPA-H and stuff in the past, so if you want to go check out that, it's you'll find it in my video archives. I did a clip video of it, so you can go and check it out if you want more information on that. Now, ARPA-H is working on their REACT program. They always have to have these names like that, which stands for Resilient Extended Automatic Cell Therapies. And this is probably one of the more frightening programs that I've seen come out of these things before. I've seen a whole bunch of stuff pass through DARPA and ARPA-H and stuff, but we're getting into a very dangerous territory, especially since we know what they do with insects and stuff. You'll see what I mean. Now, REACT is building towards new technologies that will automatically, I want you guys to hear this, new technologies that will automatically deliver treatments and monitor for diseases from within an individual's body. Basically, it's bot technology antivirus program for humans. So there's two platforms in the REACT program. It's insane, guys. We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. One of the platforms is Living Pharmacy. Living Pharmacy is an implant that will automatically deliver prescriptions in your body. They implant it, it monitors your body, and will automatically distribute. Living Sentinel is an implant that allows full tracking of the inside of your body. They implant it, and not only do you get to watch your own vital and disease signs on your own phone, but whoever has access to it also gets to do that as well. So here's, if you guys don't believe me, here's a video straight from ARPA themselves, ARPA-H, in their REACT program.
What if your body could make its own medicine? What if knowing what is going on inside of your body is as easy as looking at a smartphone? The goal of the REACT program is to minimize the burden on patients managing their own healthcare. Many times, patients are prescribed therapies that they have to take for the rest of their life. I would love to have a device, something small, implantable, that frees me up from managing all of that so I could just go back to my life. The program focuses on two devices: a living pharmacy that produces a therapy inside of your body where and when it's needed, and a living sentinel that tracks what's going inside of your body so that they know the state of their disease. The technology coming out of this program could be applied in so many ways. If you can think of people with thyroid issues, people with obesity challenges, people with diabetes who have to constantly maintain their health care, these devices will take care of that for them. It's essential for ARPA-H to take on really large, aggressive problems like this. It requires development of multiple technologies, all at the cutting edge of science, and at the end, pull it all together into a package that makes a real difference in the patient's life. I'm Dr. Paul Sheehan. I'm a program manager at ARPA-H.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Oh my goodness. We knew it was coming, guys. They've been talking about this stuff for a while, and it's here. It's here. And who knows how they can get this stuff into us. I'll tell you what. Oh my goodness. It's just absolutely insane where we're at now. Yeah, so Living Pharmacy. I don't know about you guys, but forget this body. Seriously, just I'm done with it. I'm ready for my new body. That's just me personally. This one can just go. I don't need it anymore. I'm ready for my new glorified body. But living pharmacy is a bioelectric carrier, which is just a fancy way of saying an implantable AI device that will help create a hormone, uh, ketokine, chitokin, which is a protein. It's just a fancy way of saying protein, or other molecules in your body. So it's there to make that happen. So basically, it's a little robot that will deliver drugs inside of you. I mean, isn't that? I mean, anytime somebody says inside of you, that's usually that just no, I'm not interested. No, thank you. We'll figure something else out. Living Sentinel is similar to the Living Pharmacy, but scans cells to detect the basically biomarkers of a health problem. So they'll go in there and they scan your cells and your vitals and stuff. And if there's an oncoming sign of a health problem or anything like that, it will detect it. Now, again, it's not just you that has that ability to see that stuff. Whoever has access to that device inside of you does. I'm sure you can figure out who would probably have access to that. Now, this is, of course, connected to a network to be monitored. And remember, in that video that I played earlier, remember that video of the watchdogs that I played earlier? There was that section of how they're keeping tabs on your health in order to determine if health insurance companies want to give you coverage or not. This is exactly what that video was talking about. This isn't just asking you a question of, do you smoke, do you drink? No, this is having full access of all of your body's and vital signs at all times. They told us that in the video too. Now, this program gets added to a very, very long list of devices that are connected to the Internet of Bodies. Now, I've talked about the Internet of Bodies in the past, but it's been a while since I've talked about it. Basically, the Internet of Bodies is devices, implantables, wearables, or devices connected to you in some type of way that monitors some type of your body in some type of way. And it connects it to the network, which is the big network would be the Internet of Things. Now, in that Watchdog videos, they also made reference to the Internet of Things. All of your devices, well, according to that, you are one of the devices because you will be connected to that. So the Internet of Bodies is just a branch of the Internet of Things. And yes, this isn't just some random thing. The Internet of Bodies is indeed WEF approved. They've been talking about this stuff for a long time, and they even have briefing papers for all us little peasants to go and read. Why do they put it out there? Because they understand that we're too far gone for it to be stopped. And you know what? I'm okay with that. You know why? Because that means the rapture is that much closer. Just saying. Remember, the Bible tells us to encourage each other in these times. So as darkness continues to overtake the world, as Christians, we are to use that as encouragement because that only means we're that much closer to going home. But we can't always get hung up on that. We have a job to do while we're still here. Warn people of what's coming, which this is what we're doing, because this stuff may not apply to us, but it's stuff that we can tell people who might be on the other side. And of course, get people to Jesus and Jesus to people. Hopefully they never have to experience this stuff because they'll accept Jesus before the rapture. So something to think about there. That's why we're commanded to do this. So while ARPA-H is passing this off as a beneficial program, they always try and do that, kill you with convenience. Oh, it's for your security. It's for your privacy. It's for your health. It's for convenience. Just give us a little bit more of your privacy. Give us a little bit more of your rights. Give us a little bit more of your data. But it's beneficial. To who? To them, not to us. So they always pass it off as a beneficial program to improve health. It's just another system to not only track you and obtain data under your skin, but now it's a bot technology. Remember, they talk about nanobots. This is not a nanobot, but it's getting closer to that. It's a bot technology that can do things and alter things. We're on YouTube. We can't necessarily say what I want to say, but I'm sure you can feel where I'm going with that. I'm sure 2020, just saying. This plugs perfectly into that neo-feudalistic technocracy that I've talked about. And this is one of those things where a lot of people keep saying, oh, we're heading towards communism. We're past communism. We're heading towards something a lot worse, and that is a neo-feudalistic technocracy. Basically, they are the kings, we are the peasants, and they will control us with technology. That ain't communism. That's a lot worse. And that's what they're aiming for. And this type of stuff is perfect for that. And remember, ARPA-H was created. ARPA-H was created not for health benefits, but was established in conjunction with William Barr's DEEP program. If you guys don't know DEEP, was launched by Barr as the National Disruption and Early Engagement Program, and utilizing the Department of Justice, the FBI, the CIA, and DARPA. Utilizing those departments, it was a program designed to stop crime before it happens, pre-crime. Where have we seen that before? Oh, that's right. Minority Report. I just referenced that as the pre-program or predictive programming media. One element of that is monitoring brain waves to determine if someone was going to do something extreme, reckless, or violent. Those are their own words. That requires health monitoring to achieve that goal. And so say hello to the REACT program, where they are going to inject and implant bots in us to constantly do exactly that. Not to mention cognitive mixed reality helmets that will also do the same thing. All of that comes from ARPA-H and DEEP. Again, I went in depth on where that came from and what it is in a video several months back. I think it was August. So yeah, go check that out if you want to know more about ARPA-H and DEEP. I talk about all that. It's also important to point out that just recently, back in August, speaking of August, ARPA-H put out an announcement regarding their SHARE program. Now, I've also done a video on this as well. That one should be pretty easy to find. Just find the clip video with the thumbnail of SHARE on it. Yeah, I tried to be funny on that one. I thought it was funny. Anyways, you may not. Oh well. SHARE stands for Shared Health Applications Research for Everyone. Hey, it's for everyone. There's communism again. The goal of SHARE was to adapt Department of Defense and other related government entities and their health innovations more broadly to all Americans. So basically, we want to take the health innovations that DARPA has done for the military and the government agencies, and we want to start applying it to everybody else. This was ARPA-H's SHARE program. And guess what? The REACT program, that bot technology, that's exactly this. So when we were talking about the SHARE program back in the past, I said, it may not be something that we see for a while. Well, we're already seeing it happen now because this technology was already done for our soldiers, and now we're getting it here on the civilian end as well. So this SHARE program is coming to life exactly as they wanted to do it. So this is about bringing the government and military style systems to us, to citizens. And again, you can go check out that video on SHARE as well as ARPA-H that I've done in the past if you want to know more about that, because we don't really have time to do a whole deep dive on that again. So go check it out. All right. So now let's get to this Dr. Sheehan guy, because you know me, I always like to look at some of these names and faces. Let's get to this Dr. Sheehan guy. Where is he from? Because I always like to know where these people are coming from. Remember, he's the program manager at ARPA-H for this thing. So if we look at this, again, it might be too small for you to read. I'll read it for you. It's all good. It says, Dr. Paul Sheehan joined ARPA-H in February of 2023 from DARPA. He's from DARPA. Shocking, right? Here's my shocked face. No, it's not shocking at all. Okay. So he's from DARPA, where he was a program manager in the Biological Technologies Office. His research at that time focused on leveraging developments in synthetic biology. That's never good whenever you see those two words put together. To detect and address threats to human health, including novel, hear me out here, including novel pathogens in the environment and microbial imbalances in the gut. Pathogens. Before joining DARPA, Sheehan spent 16 years at the U.S. Naval Research Laboratory, where he worked first as a research scientist, and then he was the head of surface nanoscience and sensor technology. Again, those are words I don't like seeing put together. He holds a doctorate in chemical physics from Harvard. Oh, Harvard. There we go again. And if you guys don't know why I stopped there, go check out my End Times New Age series. That might explain something. And completed a postdoctoral there we go, fellowship at the National Research Council. His papers have received over 18.5 thousand citations. I'm not sure that's how you pronounce that, but I just did it anyways. 18,500. We'll just say it normal. And have been spotlighted in outlets such as The Economist and New York Times. Oh yeah, the bastion of light there with the New York Times. Obviously, this guy is not good. I know I kind of played around with that a little bit, but he's not good. He's got a lot of knowledge on some very interesting things that we may have seen recently, especially since he comes from DARPA and now he's a part of ARPA-H. So there's definitely some stuff to pay attention to on this guy. Now, some of his past projects, and the reason why I'm going to go over these because it may play a part in what he's developing at ARPA-H. Some of his past projects that he's done at DARPA is the Adapter program, which is Advanced Acclimation and Protection Tool for Environmental Readiness. Basically, this is the creation of implantable bioelectronic carriers. Basically, what he's doing at ARPA-H. He invented that, or maybe not invented it, but he was a part of the project at DARPA. He also was a part of the biological control thing, which is combat biological threats and speed healing for physical trauma. We know that that's something that they've been working on with nanotechnology. Ray Kurzweil and Bezos, I think it was Bezos, they've talked about how they're trying to reduce anti-aging and even reverse it. This is in that realm of that stuff. He also worked on the Friend Fro project, which is development of biosurveillance technology that can detect bacterial pathogens as or before they threaten. He was also part of the Better project, which is bioelectronics for tissue regeneration. And that is basically to bioengineer, again, that's a word I don't like, bioengineer soldiers for smart and adaptive wound recovery by combining bioelectronics, artificial intelligence, biosensors, tissue engineering, and cellular regeneration. Is any of you really want to be involved with this? Because I don't. And he's the one that is heading up the ARPA-H project management, which is utilizing their share program, which we're now seeing being put to use now by introducing this military stuff into us, into our society. This is just a long chain of basically saying what DARPA has created that is very evil is now being used for us. He's also prepared to stick that bio thing, that bot, into everyone. And he has no problem doing it. Isn't that lovely? I'm telling you guys, this stuff is going berserk